कोई रो मुसाजी वो कदू फादो पीरिन एग्जांपल निको पवा ताबा किलो द nga masa tara
The top news headlines. Members of IMA Manipur chapter stage hunger strike in Imphal. Government opposition reached consensus on 15-hour discussion over farmers' issue. And Myanmar doctors stop work to protest coup as UN considers response. Good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur Television News Today at 1 p.m. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. This is Loving RIMAI giving you the latest news update. Indian Medical Association IMA Manipur branch today carried out a day-long hunger strike at its office complex located at Lamphel, Imphal. The protest was held in support of Safe Health Care movement by Indian Medical Association IMA. Taking part in the hunger strike, IMA Manipur branch president Dr. K. Shyamkumar said that allopathy, homeopathy and Ayush are different fields and that there is no way that the three can go together. He added confusion will occur in case the three professions are mixed together, since the way of treatment adopted by allopathy, homeopathy and Ayush are different from each other.
Central Council of Indian Medicine MS Ayurveda Tauraga Masigisi Operation Tovasi Masa Exo withdraw Tovasini when 19 November Sidera Lissingani Kungi Mamang he's the one Exima Tore Amendment Ama under 2016 Daga Swiderland Ek Ama Torpasi Masik Exo withdraw Tonavana the Hosiksi Parliament Masipukala Kanamoya Hoigi headquarter missing Sukoria than Masi Exo withdraw Tovasini.
A day after vociferous protests by the opposition saw proceedings being disrupted in both houses of the parliament, the government and the opposition reached a consensus to allocate 14.5 hours to discuss the motion of thanks, during which parties could raise their issues on the farmers' protest. The announcement was made by Minister for Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi in the Rajya Sabha after agreeing to the opposition's demand. However, there will be no question hour for 3 days and 0 hour for 2 days. Besides, private members' bill will not be taken up on Friday to accommodate the discussion on farmers who have been protesting near the borders of Delhi over 3 contentious farm laws for over 2 months, a media report said. The Rajya Sabha proceedings were briefly adjourned this morning after Rajya Sabha Chairman Venkaiah Naidu suspended Aam Aadmi Party MPs Sanjay Singh, Andy Gupta and Sushil Gupta for sloganeering inside the House over the farm laws. Staff at 70 hospitals and medical departments in 30 towns across Myanmar stopped work today to protest against the coup that ousted elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi, the newly formed Myanmar Civil Disobedience Movement said. As per a media report, a statement from the group said the army had put its own interests above a vulnerable population facing hardships during the coronavirus pandemic. The virus has killed more than 3,100 people in Myanmar, one of the highest tolls in Southeast Asia. We refuse to obey any order from the illegitimate military regime who demonstrated they do not have any regards for our poor patients, said a statement from the protest group. 4 doctors confirmed they had stopped work but did not want to be identified, the report said. India's COVID-19 tally of cases rose to 1.07 crore with 11,039 new infections being reported in a day, while the recoveries surged to 1.04 crore according to the Union Health Ministry data updated today. The death count increased to 1,54,596 with 110 daily new fatalities, the data updated at 8 a.m. showed. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 1.04 crore, pushing the national COVID-19 recovery rate of 97.08%, while the COVID-19 case fatality rate stands at 1.43% as per a media report. The total COVID-19 active cases remained below 2 lakh. There are 1,60,057 active coronavirus infections in the country, which comprises 1.49% of the total caseload. In the past 24 hours, COVID-19 cases dropped to single digit in Manipur again. Only 5 new COVID-19 cases were recorded in the same period. Now the total caseload stands at 29,077 according to the State Health Department. The fresh cases are reported from Imphal West, Imphal East and Bishnupur districts. The state's death toll stands at 371 with no fatality reported in the last 3 days. A total of 6 patients discharged from home isolations and Raj Medicity. The number of active cases is 138, while the recovery cases stand at 28,568. The state's recovery rate further improved to 98.24%. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Seventh Heaven, a slice of happiness. India's largest bakery chain, now at Porompat Soibam Laikai and Kaisampat Konzeng Hazari Laikai. % pure veg bakery which provide fresh cake in just 7 minutes. Cakes of all designs, shapes and sizes available at reasonable and affordable price. Half kg cakes starts at rupees 310 only. Home delivery also available. To order and for more details, please contact for Porompat 9366 818 369 and for Kaisampat 7988662413. Chection view. Semjinba Bhut Pret Jadu Mantar ki maramda khang hairaba gyan leiraba Guru Ali Shah Bengali. Vidya kya gi maramda khang hairaba pung mapan gi manungda fahanba ngamba guarantee card pibaga loinana chinna haibadana tana thabak takpa thabak asigi faldi ahanba numittagi fanglagani thabak inkhang karbar gi samasya yumda khana chainaba mantra jantra semjinba nupi lonba lonabadagi ngakthoknaba yeknabadagi ngakthoknaba love marriage amasung arranged marriage ki samasya inkolgi lamgi khanaba yenaba imungi dosa awana taba paisa lan mangtharakpa Hengalataba asiguma sing asigidamak unabiu samasya sing adugi upai tawduna fahalagani guarantee ka loinana specialist black art mesmerism yumda famna laina samasya sing asikokbiu unabiu Guru Ali Shah Bengali Bridge Cinema Ludhiana mobile number 8923143071
Khanganjab Thobal Kendra gi manungda leiba Kangla Water gi customer sing da khanganjari madudi Kangla Water da hana registration di tawkraba ising di phanghodriba customer sing na isa gi registration receipt pubira aga Thobal Khekman mathak laikai da leiba Bhavna Kangla Foods and its products dagi ising lobina ba haizari loina na retailer amadi wholesaler sing da ahuma mamal da ising phanganbagi kudong jaba su bizari hena akupa marol gi dama contact tawbira Bhavna Kangla Foods and its product Thobal Khekman mathak Contact number 7005123633 Natraga 9366279959.
Tom Cable ki subscriber sing the Khanganjari madudi subscriber sing na channel suna amadi ayat apan yaudana yengbinaba recharge tawbiyu. Pizariba package sing de basic package ta lupa chani amadi atopa package sing da lupa chahum yankhai chamri amadi chamri yankhai pijari. Recharge tawnabagidamak makhada pijariba kuthang ahum asidagi khanbiyu. Ahanbada online recharge. Online da recharge tawnabagidamak tomtv.co.in da changbiduna yamna laiba process ta recharge tawiyu. Anisubada distributor recharge. Isa gi distributor sing da monthly subscription submit tawiduna recharge tawiyu. Natraga ahum subada office recharge. Uripok Khosnam Lekai da leiba Tom TV ki office ta laktuna recharge tawiyu. Khanganjari ba Tom Cable Uripok Khosnam Lekai Imphal. Ekoi contact number 89742 79099 natraga 8132089758.
Further news in detail after the break. A combined team of Imphal West Commando and 31 Assam Rifles yesterday arrested one active cadre of the band RPF-PLA during counter-insurgency operation at Sekmaijing Tongam near Sekmaijing Bridge. A police reporter identified him as Pukrambam Yaipaba Meitei, alias Delhaber, aged 19 years, son of P. Mega Chandra Meitei of Kokching Sumang, Lekai. On further investigation, he disclosed that he joined the outfit on June 2019 through Wan Chinglei from Kokching and got his basic military training at Sinam in Myanmar under Army number 3332. Presently, he is working under the command of self-styled Sergeant Major Joseph of the outfit. He has been handed over to Mayang Imphal Police Station. A simple interaction program for the newly appointed president of Hill Tribal Council, HDC Moray, Jangmang Haukip, and office bearers was held at HDC office Moray today. ADC polls intending candidate from Moray B16 constituency, J. Kongsai, and members of BJP election committee were present. Members of the election committee presented simple gifts to the leaders of Hill Tribal Council on the occasion. A combined team of Tengnopal District Police Commando, NAB, NCB, 3rd IRB, and 2nd MR led by Additional Superintendent of Police Tengnopal, T.H. Krishna Tombi, destroyed 25 acres of illicit poppy plantation at Samukom Hill Range under Machi Police Station yesterday. The team has been carrying out anti-poppy drive in Machi area. Nonay Sub-Divisional Officer, SDO, and Assistant Deputy Commissioner in charge escaped unhurt in a gun attack at Kangpokpi around 6 p.m. yesterday. The officer, Sheikh Abdul Hakim, was returning home in his car when some gunmen opened fire on his car around 6 p.m. The incident took place at a place located between Sejong and Charoi Padongbi of Kangpokpi district along National Highway 37. According to a source, Sheikh Abdul was heading towards Imphal from Nonay. He later sought help from CRPF E Company of 86th Battalion at Sejong. CRPF personnel escorted him up to his Katrigao residence in Imphal. Let's take another short break. Stay tuned.
TOMTV Music Video Album Competition. Chaliba chahi sigi manung nambiba hiram ama hekta da yumpham oiduna sembiba music video album sing athoi hen changdam naba ama TOMTV na Film Forum Manipur ga khusam naduna pangthok cheragani. Best Music Video Album da lupa lising yankhai mana amadi atai mana kya su thamjari ba changdam naba sida saruk yabi ning singna video album sing thajin birak naba akupa moral gidamak office matam da 9774 078 983 da pau phobiro. Kanghanjari ba TOMTV Times of Manipur.
Nongin Institute of Tutorials ki Class 10 amasung 12 ki revision class lakliba February 3 amadi CBSE gi na February 11 dagi haujaragani. Class 9 amasung 10 gi Special Foundation course March 4 dagi haujaragani. Batch amada mahiroi 30 dagi hena laujaroi. Jadi material pi bagaloina na hostel amasung transportation gi khudong jabasu leizari. Ngasimag admission tobiu Nongin Institute of Tutorials RDS High School Konungmama. Contact number 8014221074.
Guardians Academy Imphal. Admission open. Coaching for NDA written exam course starting from 1st February to 31st March 2021. Timing 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Coaching for clearing SSB interview to join Indian Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard as men and women officers. Course starting from 1st February to 10th February 2021. Timing 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. daily. For more details, please contact Guardians Academy Imphal. Contact number 098633888639 or 09436893439.
Welcome back after the break. As many as 210,359 healthcare workers will be vaccinated in Assam in the first phase of the ongoing nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. A total of 39,724 healthcare workers have received the COVID-19 vaccines in Assam. Health Ministry to vaccinate over 2 lakh health workers in Assam during the first phase. Informing this in the Parliament, Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare Ashwini Kumar Choubey said that 92,61,227 healthcare workers would be vaccinated in 37 states and UTs in phase 1 of vaccination. Altogether, 24,551 healthcare workers would be vaccinated in Arunachal Pradesh, 45,071 in Manipur, 33,234 in Meghalaya, 15,534 in Mizoram, 21,503 in Nagaland, 10,691 in Sikkim, and 47,035 healthcare workers would be vaccinated in Tripura in the first phase. So far, 39,50,156 beneficiaries have received the vaccine across India. BJP leadership has appointed Cabinet Minister Narendra Singh Tomar as the election in charge for poll-bound Assam, where the party is aiming to come back to power. Minister of State Jitendra Singh has been appointed as the additional in charge, a release signed by party's General Secretary Arun Singh said. While Tomar is the Cabinet Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Singh is the Union Minister of State Independent Charge for Development of North-East Region. BJP is going to contest the assembly polls scheduled for March or April in an alliance with the AGP and the UPPL. It has set an ambitious target of 100+ seats in the 126-member assembly. The Prime Minister Cares Fund, which has been set up to provide relief during the coronavirus pandemic, has contributed over Rs 2,200 crore for the first phase of vaccination drive, which is looking to inoculate frontline healthcare workers, the Expenditure Secretary said yesterday. Set up in March 2020, the exact collections made by the fund through voluntary contribution by individuals and corporates are not known, but the corpus managed by the PMO has been providing relief to pandemic-hit sectors, reports added. With the budget for the current fiscal, which was presented before the onset of the pandemic, making no separate allocation for vaccination, more than 82% of the cost of the same during January to March is being borne by the PM Cares Fund. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, in her budget for the next fiscal beginning April 2021, has set aside Rs 35,000 crore towards COVID vaccination. The Red Fort will remain shut till further notice as a measure against the spread of avian influenza according to an order issued by the Archaeological Survey of India. As per a media report, the iconic site has been closed for visitors since January 19, 2021, after the district administration wrote to the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, requesting it to shut the monument to restrict the spread of the disease. As per order received from the District Magistrate, Central District Disaster Management Authority, Government of NCT of Delhi, and in continuation to previous orders of this office, it is hereby directed that the Red Fort, Delhi, shall remain closed for the public and general visitors until further order, as a measure to control the spread of avian influenza in the Red Fort area, which is declared as infected zone, the order issued on February 1 said. The Ministry of Home Affairs MHA has informed the Rajya Sabha that the ongoing farmers' agitation at the Delhi's border is going on for over 2 months, has caused huge losses to the central government and nearby states where the farmers have been camping. According to a media report, replying to a question posed by Shiv Sena MP Anil Desai on what actions have been taken by the government to remove the blockade at the borders of the national capital, Minister of State for MHA G. Kishan Reddy informed Rajya Sabha that the centre and public have incurred huge losses. However, in his written reply, there was no mention of the actions taken by the centre to remove the protesting farmers who have been living and camping at the border points surrounding Delhi, demanding the repeal of the 3 contentious farm laws. In his reply, the MHA minister said the farmers' protest is causing losses to the centre and public. Let's go through some of the local newspaper headlines. The Shanghai Express, Myanmar military coup. 24 hours later, whereabouts of Suu Kyi remains unknown. Sub-10 COVID cases in 24 hours continues for second day. DRCP AMN boost KUM's claim. The People's Chronicle 2021-22 budget session begins today. Opposition MLAs to argue points regarding drug cases. 5 new cases detected, 4,739 HCWs vaccinated. Joint meet resolves to cease activities in disputed area. Chief Minister urged not to reopen Lukoseidzo case. Imphal Free Press, CAA rules may take 6 more months. No decision yet on NRC, says Centre in Parliament. Here's how villagers strive to make Saihenjang village plastic-free. Before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Members of RIMAI Manipur chapter stage hunger strike in Imphal. Government opposition reach consensus on 15-hour discussion of a farmers' issue. And Myanmar doctors stop work to protest coup as United Nations considers response. That is the end of the bulletin. For the news today at 1 p.m. Stay tuned to Times of Manipur Television News for more updates.